I'll go over the presentation, but
This honestly might be it. I'm gonna get one more guy in here. But yeah, we'll just keep it casual.
we're gonna make sure.
Do you host big calls with your group, Matt?
On Discord. That's why I'm kind of unfamiliar with Zoom, but
Okay. Okay.
let me share screen here. Yeah, I mean, I can rip it whenever, and just let me know.
Yeah, let's just go. We'll go. Keep it casual.
Cool. Yeah. Sick. So I got a nice little presentation for you guys as well. The entire screen. Yeah. All right. Let me know if you guys can see it. All right.
Yeah, looks good, bro.
Okay. Sick. All right. So this is how to build wealth with crypto, even if you're new. So I know some of you guys are experienced, some of you guys not so much. We're gonna go through everything here. So to start, I want to give a little background about me, just for some proof and credibility that I know what I'm talking about. Because if you guys don't know me, don't know what I've done, obviously it doesn't make sense to take my advice, right? So a little bit about me. From a small town in Cape Cod, Massachusetts. I grew up playing tennis. This was kind of like the way out for me for my whole life. My dad coached me since I was 3, pretty big in my family. So that was the way out. I thought I would play D1 tennis at UCLA. And then I got injured. I got tennis elbow. So I don't know if you guys have got that from working out at the gym, but tendonitis sucks, dude. And I had it really, really bad. So at that point I was like, shit, I could either get surgery and maybe have it fixed, and then I'd be out for a year. And then even if I did play tennis at UCLA, I'm not going to go pro. That's pretty slim. So I was like, I got to find a new path here. I got to find out how to make money, right? And in my head, it never made sense to go to school for business and get a business degree and learn from someone that's never started a business themselves. It didn't make sense in my head. And pretty much ever since freshman year of high school, I've been trying to figure out ways to make money online. Dude, I've literally tried everything, and I'll go over that in the next slide as well. But eventually I found crypto, and that's where I found my skill set, founded Easy Trades, and I've been full-time crypto for over 3 years now, which is crazy. Pretty crazy shit. But yeah, definitely wasn't easy. Like I said, I've tried pretty much everything in terms of making money. Selling Minecraft GFX to YouTube channels, streaming Call of Duty. Dude, the crazy thing is, bro, I wish I'd kept this up, bro. If I continued streaming, I'm telling you, I'd be one of the top streamers, bro. That shit was so entertaining. But, I got bullied out of it, dude. Some kids in my school, they were giving me shit for it, bro. So, dude, dude. Such an L looking back. Started blogs. I tried to run up blogs. Super retarded. Affiliate marketing, cold calling businesses in my town for social media marketing. I saw this Ty Lopez ad when I was freshman year in high school. I'm like, oh shit, I'm gonna start selling Facebook ads to businesses. I never even looked inside an ad manager. I just started calling up businesses. Obviously couldn't sell for shit. I was charging $3K a month. So stupid. And actually, funny enough, Aiden, dude, my backup, if everything else failed, was to hop on T and just become a fitness influencer. It's kind of funny. I was like, bro, if everything else fails, I'm just gonna hop on T, start ripping content and just be an influencer. So again, until crypto, right? So how I was introduced, grandfather was a big stock guy, hardcore conservative business owner, just your classic red pill motherfucker. And he was big into stocks, and he actually introduced me to crypto in 2017 before the bull run. So he was super early to Bitcoin, ETH, and XRP, I think, the top 3 at the time. Yes. This was when XRP was a penny, dude, so fucking cheap. And I just got hooked instantly. I was like, this makes sense in my head, this new virtual currency. It sounded cool. I was like, dude, there's something to this. Again, knew that crypto was the future. It just made sense in my head. Again, this was 8th grade, freshman year of high school. First bought crypto in 2017, lost it all during the bear market. That's the one thing about crypto is that you got to pay your tuition. There's no way you're just going to start making money with it. Unfortunately for most people, just because emotions get in the way. And it doesn't matter how good your coach is or how good the calls you're getting are. You will be too emotional and you will lose everything. Hopefully not, but I did. So one day, yeah, so this is when I was like, okay, I'm gonna take the crypto route serious. So I was working at a fry cook at a restaurant in Cape Cod. This was 5 years ago. So this was 2020 actually. So this was during COVID. Dude, crazy time to be alive during COVID, bro. I remember I was working in the back with a mask on, dude. I was like, fuck this, dude. And I saw I made $500 in a day on a coin called Chainlink. And I was like, that's crazy. Like I made more in a day on this crypto coin that I don't even know what the fuck it does than I would make in like a week working here. And after that day, I told myself I'm never going to work a normal job ever again. Like I just wasn't going to do it. Like after seeing that, I was like, there's no fucking way I'm going to work a normal job. And that was me over here. That was like weird emo stoner arc. We're past that now, but okay. And how fast things can change as well. So like this doesn't just go for crypto. This goes for like anything. I'd say honestly anything except for gym. Like obviously, unless you're hopping on trend, you're not gonna get big like in a week. But things can change really fucking fast. So 4 years ago, again, I said fuck college. I'm not going to school for a business degree. I moved to Charleston, South Carolina with my buddy. I'd never been to Charleston, South Carolina ever. I wanted to move to Florida. He wanted to go to North Carolina. I was like, fuck it, let's meet in the middle in Charleston. And we just booked it there. We just got in his car, just drove to Charleston. I DoorDashed 10 hours a day every day for 8 months until I was able to really go all in crypto. So keep in mind, like, dude, this is what you have to do, like, to actually to make it out the trenches, bro. You gotta be fucking grinding, bro. I would wake up. By the way, the apartment complex that I lived in, full of bad bitches that went to Charleston, College of Charleston. Dude, they would all look at me like with disgust in their face every day because I was like that weird DoorDash kid. I didn't go to school, but I was living in a college town. I didn't want to go out because I didn't want to spend money. I would walk a mile, or not walk, I would longboard a mile to my car. So there was no parking at the apartment complex. The parking in Charleston's horrible. So rain or shine, I would longboard a mile to my 2009 Honda Accord. I would drive 20 minutes over the Mount Pleasant Bridge to DoorDash for 10 hours a day, drive all the way back, park my car, and then longboard back to the apartment. It was a fucking grind, dude. But I knew what I was doing. I knew like it was temporary. I needed to do this. It was just a path. But eventually, you know, I get on from that. I even borrowed $200 from a friend at one point because I couldn't afford. I couldn't afford some sort of bill. I think it was just literally all in crypto. I didn't want to cash out crypto, so I literally had to borrow $200. Keep in mind, it was like 5-10K at this time, not much. But I literally had $0 in my bank account, just trying to figure this shit out. And literally all I had was Jesus at the time. Wouldn't say religious, but you know, I believe that Jesus is God. And it was at that time where I really started to build a relationship with him. Made low 5 figs from low cap gems. This was like the KuCoin era. There was this exchange called KuCoin back in like 2021. And dude, this was like the alt season where you could buy fucking anything and shit with just 10-20x in like a week. Started working on my trading algorithm, went all in, and I loaded the 2022 bottom pretty heavily as well. So yeah, fast forward, you know, 3.5, 4 years later, I can do what I want, do what I love full time. So that's a little bit about me. And then just for some more proof here, this was like 2020. I think this is in Charleston. Yeah, all I want to talk about is money ideas. Did you hear about No? Have you seen No? Dude, I still hate this shit, dude. When people are like, oh, like talking about girls that they're banging or like some stupid shit. It's like, dude, I just want to talk about like ideas, bro. Like enough of that shit. Yeah, this was so I did do one semester. I did do one semester at online school. And they started getting political and shit. So I was like, fuck this, dude. Not spending money on that. Not a matter of if I make it, just a matter of when. So again, I'm just showing you guys this, like not to brag or anything. I'm just showing you this just so you know that like I've been through shit, you know, like I'm like a normal. I'm not one of those motherfuckers that got rich off a few meme coins and is now like selling a course, you know, like I've really been through the fucking trenches, bro. Like for real, like pretty crazy shit. So yeah, a little bit more about like what I've actually done in this space as well. I've created one of the top trading algorithms in this space called Easy Algo. I run a trading community with 30,000 plus members, 400 plus premium members, documented all trades in real time, long-term and short-term for over 3 years. So everything that I've called is all documented. I'm not one of these cappers that's like calls after, oh, you know, I made X amount on this trade, didn't actually take it, trying to sell a course. Nah, we don't do that. Have been early to some of the most popular ecosystems today. Solana bought at like $20 in the bear market pretty heavily. Base chain I was very early to. I'll cover that in this presentation as well. Pudgy Penguins, Abstract now is the main focus. If you guys don't know what any of this is, don't worry about it. You will find out pretty shortly here. And also turned 6K into 200K. It was almost like a million unrealized, but I fucked it up. But 200K plus realized on a challenge account in 15 months publicly as well. So yeah, the great thing about making money with crypto is that like you guys shouldn't be focused on like using crypto as a way out. It should be like you should view it as an investment. Like you you take money that you're making from your job or whatever, internet side hustle, business, whatever, you put it into crypto. And then with that money that you multiplied through crypto, now you can put it in shit that actually matters and that, actually makes you, that actually gives you passion, right? Like for me, that's real estate, music studio, whatever. You don't want to be one of those kids that's just like makes a shit ton of money in crypto and like doesn't do anything with it. Like what the fuck's the point? So you make money with crypto and then you do shit that's actually useful and important in the real world, right? So why crypto? Let's jump into it now. This is the presentation. This is the bulk of it. So why should you get into crypto, right? So to me, the way I look at it is it's a basic human right to send money to anyone from anywhere in the world in seconds with no third-party verification bank in the middle. Like that's just a basic human right. It's also the fastest growing asset in the past 10 years, which means it is still relatively new, compared to the market cap of, let's say, gold. There's still a lot of catching up to do, which I do think Bitcoin will surpass the market cap of gold in the next 10, 20 years. And also, because it's the fastest growing asset, we talk about this in trading as well, but trends are more likely to continue than they are to reverse. So when there is a trending asset, a very fast growing asset, you want to hop on board as soon as possible. People that claim that you've missed it, they don't really know what they're talking about. This is only 10 years old. If we look back at how long the US dollar has been around, it's been around for a lot longer, right? It's time for something new. And it's also a leveraged bet on inflation itself. So let me explain this real quick. So as the Fed prints this imaginary money, right? This dollar, right? With a unlimited supply, they will continue to do this, by the way, right? Because there's unlimited supply. As they print this money has to flow somewhere, right? So that's why the stock market only goes up, because they keep printing money. As long as they keep printing money, it's going to go into risk on assets. So it's honestly a leveraged bet on inflation. Like what's the best way to make money in a market that is super fucking inflated? Well, you buy risk on assets like cryptocurrency. As money is printed, that's also, even global liquidity as well, the M2 money supply, cryptocurrency will continue to go up over time. There's still going to be bear markets, which we're going to get into as well. Market cycles, that's just human psychology, that will always be around. But over time, it will continue to go up, especially because crypto has a fixed supply, or Bitcoin at least, right? 21 million Bitcoin, they can never make more. Again, so basic supply and demand, only 21 million Bitcoin. It's also a bet on blockchain technology and the future of finance. Now, my honest opinion on blockchain technology, I don't know if it's really going to be used like in the real world. Like I'm not one of those guys that's like, oh, everything's going to be blockchain. I don't know about that. I don't think that's going to happen if it does happen for a really long time. But it's a good narrative. You know what I mean? People can talk about it, whatever. I don't know if it's applicable though. Also super easy to make money with all the new ecosystems in place, especially now. This is where you guys are going to capitalize, right? With the new ecosystems in place. You guys aren't going to get rich buying Bitcoin here, right? But there are a ton of new ecosystems that if you're early to, which I'm going to give you guys some in this presentation, you guys can make money. It also mints millionaires from fucking nothing. Like, dude, I have a buddy who's 22, just graduated college. Bro has like 5 M's liquid, bro, from crypto and made it in like a year, dude. You do not see that in any other space. Like you don't see absolute retards getting rich like you do in crypto, bro. Like there's no other fucking niche that does that. Even like trading, like NASDAQ trading, you don't see that shit, bro. Like you don't day trade your way to a millionaire, but you can in crypto. You can make millions in crypto from a few good trades, right? So if any of you guys have these traits, which you probably do because you're in Aiden's group, and Aiden's a complete G. So if you're in Aiden's group, you're probably also a G. So you probably share similar values. If you think every major institution is corrupt, refuse to be told what to do, have high tests, think the media lies, unvaxxed, sorry, Aiden, I had to throw that in there. Didn't go to college, you think it's a scam. Crypto's probably for you, honestly, if you have most of these traits. It's like anti-establishment, right? Like kind of red pill, but red pill is super gay. But yeah, it's like anti-establishment type shit. Okay, understanding the basics. So there's 3 types of trading, right? There's day trading, spot trading, and swing trading. Okay, these are the 3 types. So day trading is intraday, get in, get out, usually for the poors. Unless you've been trading for 4+ years or have the right mentor, you guys are not gonna be able to make money doing this. This is coming from someone who has a trading group. I'm telling you guys, this is very difficult. Like literally, unless you're learning from like me or like a few other people, you're not gonna make money with that. Spot trading. This is longer term buying and holding. This is a great strategy if you have a lot of money or you have some money coming in. Not so good if you're currently poor, right? Like you're not going to buy Bitcoin and ETH here and like maybe hit a 2x and like what, turn 5K into 10K. Like that's not really changing shit, right? And also spot trading, by the way, this only works on like Bitcoin. Like this does not work for any other coin. Like you can't buy a coin and just hold it. Like you need to be somewhat actively trading it, which is where swing trading comes into play. So this is holding trades for months, at times a year plus. This is best for all around making money. So either low leverage trading or no leverage trading. You see these guys who are doing like 100x longs and shit. That's like gambling. Like don't do that. Whatever you do, do not do that, bro. You're better off going to the casino, having a good time. Maybe going to the strip club after. Don't trade in 100x, bro. Not a good idea. So some different ways to make money in crypto. Okay, you got NFTs, you got airdrop farming, staking, affiliates, day trading. Again, don't worry about these. No bueno, right? Not good. So the fastest and easiest way to make money in crypto is with my 3-step investing method. And this sounds like a corny, like I'm trying to sell you guys, oh, my simple 3-step investing method, but it actually is only 3 steps. So that's why I call that. It's kind of catchy too. So in previous cycles, you could buy any altcoin and see 10x to 100x gains, like in the span of like weeks, like 2021, 2017 cycle obviously was fucked. But keep in mind, right? There was less than 500 total altcoins at this time. So there were only a very select few altcoins to buy. So when a lot of money comes into the crypto space, it's going to pump every single coin. And you can literally make generational wealth overnight. But obviously, times are different. Like this doesn't work. You can't just buy any altcoin and make generational wealth, right? Because there's more coins now, like 500,000 coins or some shit, there's obviously more dilution. So if there's only 100 coins to buy, when the crypto market grows $1 trillion, all 100 coins would pump instantly because there's only 100 coins, right? Now, let's say you have 500,000 coins to buy. The supply of coins is now greater than the demand willing to buy. Disregarding the fact that most altcoins now are memes and shit coins made to rug. Like they mainly have no use case, right? Even like Ethereum, like pretty much every other coin besides Bitcoin is you get in and get out. Like none of this shit has any real fucking use case. Anyone who's saying otherwise, they're trying to psyop you into buying their coins, right? So again, there's more coins now, more dilution. Can't get rich overnight is the point I'm trying to make, right? Less coins will pump. Most that do will go to zero. It's not 2021 anymore. So my investing system entails only investing in coins and leading ecosystems and narratives. This is the only tried, tested, and proven way to make money in the crypto landscape in 2025. Okay, maybe in previous cycles you can get rich easily buying a bunch of shit coins. It doesn't work like that anymore. If you are not early to a narrative, you are late. So that buddy that I was telling you about that has like 5M's liquid, like the only way he made money is because like he's partnered in these coins and helps market them, and like knows the teams behind coins before Twitter does, essentially. So he's getting in early, right? So like kind of like insider trading, but like in GTA, obviously, not in real life. So if you're not early to a new narrative, you're late and you're gonna get your bags dumped on, dude. It's a crazy game. Zero sum. So when one person makes money, another person loses money. So this makes you rethink buying coins that are already up 100%, for example. Like if you ever see a coin that like pumped like 1,000% and you think about buying it, understand like, okay, am I buying into someone else's bags right now? And if the answer is yes, then you probably shouldn't buy at that price, right? My system is the easiest way to multiply a small to mid-size account by barely doing any work. Again, kind of sounds like I'm trying to like scam you guys here, but like that's honestly what it is. Meaning you're not actively staring at the charts all day, watching trading tutorials on YouTube, all that bullshit. So here's why day trading is a scam for most people. Keep in mind, I got buddies that run like the biggest like trading groups in the space. You guys probably know them. And they would not like me saying this, but let's fuck it. Have you ever met a millionaire from strictly day trading? Like no courses, no paid groups with verified payouts. No, I've never, dude. I've honestly fucking never, bro. Which is crazy because everyone claims to be a day trader. But how many actually made $1 million from strictly day trading? I don't know, bro. I don't even know if it exists, to be honest with you. That's because it is near impossible to day trade away from 10K to $1 million. The only way to do that is to have very poor risk management. You're going to end up blowing your account at some point. So don't do that. That being said, you see thousands of millionaire crypto kids, like a bunch of crypto dorks who got lucky on a few meme coins and are set for life. They unknowingly have used a system I'm going to be sharing with you guys in these next few slides. There was this kid, I don't know if I can say this. Nah, fuck it, I'm going to say it. So there's this kid that kind of lives around me. Dude looks like he's fucking 17, right? He's like 21 years old. He has like, I think he's got like a girlfriend or a wife. She's like pregnant. Dude's got like multi-million-dollar crib. Drives like an SVJ, bro. I don't know if he made his money from crypto actually, but I think someone said that. But point is, there's a lot of crypto dorks that have millions and millions of dollars. You don't see that in other industries. So again, my system is the only way to multiply a small to mid-sized account by barely doing any work, meaning you're not. Didn't I already fucking do this? Am I tripping, bro? Maybe I like accidentally copy pasted that. Okay, side note. Most trading gurus you see online don't actually make their money from trading. They have affiliate deals with exchanges, prop firms. They make 5 to 6 figs per month from their paid groups and affiliates and can't show verified payouts of more than 10K. This is fucking crazy, dude. These guys are fucking crazy. Honestly, kudos to them. I had an opportunity to be one of those guys. I was going to work with this team, but I didn't want to be one of those gurus, bro. It's so gay, super gay. And again, I know this because I myself run a paid group. I also affiliate deals, etc. And I'm at least acquaintances with a lot of these guys. I can probably name you like 3 people in the trading space who have made more than like 100K, probably like over 10K trading. I can name you like 3 people that made more than 10K in a lifetime of trading. But I can name you a shit ton of people that made 100K plus without a social presence through crypto. Okay. So moral of all of this, like I know I'm dragging it out, but like I'm trying to show you guys like what's possible with this and like why what I'm going to be showing you guys can actually change your fucking life because it changed my life. And just some payouts. This was like from last December. I mean, that's not much, but just some proof. Okay, so my 3-step investing system. Okay, this is also the 6K to 200K case study as well, documented in real time. So let's jump into it. Number 1, narrative. Okay, number 2, fundamentals, and number 3, technicals. Okay, making money in crypto comes down to these 3 things, mainly the first 2. With my investing system, it's narrative and fundamentals are the main ones there. Okay. All right. Step 1, narrative. Okay. Your goal when investing in crypto is to front run certain narratives before the masses come. Crypto is zero sum, meaning when one person makes money, another person loses money. So a narrative could be a certain trend. Like, I don't know if you guys know Pepe or like Brett. Which I was early as fuck to both these. Yo, funny story on Brett though. I almost made like 10 M's off this bitch. But there were 2 Brett. I was so early, there were 2 Bretts at the time, and I bought the wrong Brett, bro. Like it was like the day at launch, bro. Is what it is. Or a new thriving ecosystem like Abstract, which I'm gonna be sharing with you guys as well. You guys can make a lot of money off this. So it's our job to spot these narratives early and allocate ourselves appropriately. So we're gonna see an example here. Okay, Brett on base. So this is a solid example of a strong narrative. So Brett is a derivative of the Pepe coin. It's like Pepe's brother, like, you know, it's got like the same face and shit. So it comes from this show called Boys Club. I was one of the first people to spot Brett in early 2024. The reason this narrative is so strong is because the meme behind Brett is already validated with Pepe, and it's on a new chain, which was base chain at the time, which was new. So people in crypto like new, they're like shiny. It's a bunch of like rotating money. That's why people like who win in crypto continuously win, and people that lose continuously lose. Because the people that continuously win are new to these new shiny chains that they get in early on, make their bag, and then they're out. Like they're not sitting there bag holding, right? New ecosystems are more likely to see retail inflow than old ones. This is the reason coins from 2021 and prior will likely never see anywhere near the previous all-time highs, right? Like people that are holding coins from like 2020, like last bull run, are cooked, bro. So cooked. Step 2, fundamentals. So this is like the tokenomics behind the project. I wouldn't focus on tokenomics. I just focus on the team, really. So what is the team behind the project? How they worked on prior projects before? Are they docs, right? Are they sharing their names, or are they just like anon accounts? Very important. What is this project's growth potential relative to other projects in the space? These are questions that you got to be asking yourself before you invest. And I'll give you another example. So Pudgy Penguin NFT. I know I was like talking shit about NFTs, but this was different. So I bought 2 of these NFTs when they were around 6K each at the time. This was September 2023, and at peak, they're worth around $250,000 together. Although I'd sold one at 50K for this case study. So I'll kind of explain the thesis behind why I bought that and why it worked. So I understood that the timing of the 4-year cycle was aligned with previous cycles when NFTs began to run. Don't worry about this. This is kind of just like more niche specific shit. But really is because of the team. So Luca Netz, I don't know if you guys know who that is. He's the owner of Pudgy Penguins, had proven himself to be a genius internet marketer with prior endeavors. There was no way, like the way I was looking at it was, this guy is so skilled and has so many accolades in internet marketing. There's no way he's going to put his entire reputation on the line to go all in on an NFT project without seeing them be like a top 3 NFT. And I think like at peak, they were number 1 in volume. So my thesis was right? So my main reasoning for investing was based on the team behind this project. So, okay, he's already made millions doing this, and now he's bringing it to crypto. So obviously I'm going to bet on him. He's already done this shit, right? Like fucking put 2 and 2 together, not rocket science. Step 3, technicals. So technicals are very important when finding an entry. Technicals, like I trade technical analysis when I'm actually actively intraday trading. When you're early stage investing, you don't really need to worry about this. Just look to buy on like a 60 to 70% retrace. That's the sweet spot. That's also the golden pocket Fibonacci retracement level, which I use heavily in my own personal leverage trading. So this forces you to be buying at a discounted price. So whenever you're buying like a 60 to 7% retrace, pretend it's like you're walking into a store and it's like 70% off. Like, fuck yeah. Like, I'm going to buy Aiden's course because it's like 60 to 70% off. Like, it makes fucking sense. If you're confident in what you're buying, it only works if you're confident in what you're buying. Then you want to buy on a retrace, and it will fucking retrace. Like it always retraces, right? So this takes discipline, but in 99% of cases, you will always see a retrace for an entry. Nothing goes straight up. We're going to use Hyperliquid as an example for the technical. Okay. So kind of going back to the first 2 points, right? Very strong utility token out there currently. They actually generate revenue, which is hard to find in crypto. They have a strong product with a large market cap potential, competing with Binance, Bybit. Really good fucking project. By the way, you guys can still buy this as well. I'll jump into that in a bit. But first 2 steps checked off. So now we need to get our entry. So instead of FOMOing in when Twitter was saying hype to $100, because Twitter is full of retards, we buy when Twitter was saying hype is dead, hyper liquidated at a 70% retrace. Easy as, right? We buy when they're selling the bottom. So sentiment is also part of technicals as well, right? Like what are the masses thinking? If you see on the news that Bitcoin is going to $1 million on fucking CNN, bro, time to get out, you know? Again, just some more proof here, right? So that was like literally bottom. People are fighting the shit out of the bottom, typical, right? An insane deflationary buyback feature. So we bought that bitch. And it's currently up, like we bought it at $12. It's like 30 something right now. So pretty good, right? It's like a 3x in 2-3 months. So if I put in 10K, you made 30K. That's not bad, right? So let's jump into the case study now. Kind of going over my 3-step method using real world examples. Okay. So again, first investment was buying a Pudgy Penguin NFT. About 2 of these, but just for the case study, bought one at 6K. Okay. I explained my thesis for this in the previous slide. I sold my Pudgy Penguin for 50K a few months later. So it's like a quick 6K to 50K. Boom. That was my target, 20 ETH. Sold that bitch, right? Very important to sell once your target is hit as well, right? So like you never want to be bag holding. So, I sold my Pudgy for 50K. I was happy with it. Moving on to the next one. So from there, I rotated 30K into Toshi and 20K into Wen. So these are actually both meme coins, but slightly different meme coins because they are in new narratives. That's why it works. Like you can't just buy any random meme coin. You need to buy it in new ecosystems. So let's get into why I bought these 2 tokens in specific, okay? And of course, you guys know I got the proof for all this shit. I ain't capping here. So proof of rotating into Toshi and Wen. Oh, yeah. So, dude, oh my God, bro. I actually fucked myself so bad, dude. I should have held to my target, bro. Oh, my target was like 900 mil, bro. I would have made like $1 million off that, but it's okay. Still made some money. So my Toshi thesis was similar to Brett's, okay? Although it wasn't a typical boys club meme like Pepe or Brett, it was a first CTO community takeover meme coin on the base chain. It was also named Toshi the Cat after Brian Armstrong, CEO of Coinbase Cat. So like I knew people would buy it because it's like, oh, it's the CEO's cat. Like it has some, there's a reason for why it's called that. It's not random. So that helped a little bit. There is some fundamental use case there for why retail would buy. The team behind this token was also doxed on Twitter, constantly updating everyone on their progress. So like I was okay, these guys are pretty dedicated to this, so they're not going to let this project fail, right? And then lastly, a bet on base chain is a leveraged bet on Coinbase. because the base chain is Coinbase's own chain. So Coinbase has brought millions of people to crypto. So base chain will do the same, right? Because Coinbase has already done this. So obviously the chain that they're building is going to do the exact same. Now, here's the thing about investing into narratives. It doesn't matter whether it doesn't matter whether base chain brings millions of people to crypto, right? It's people believing that they will, that matters. If people believe in the narrative, whether they do or don't, it's going to drive the price up. So it ultimately doesn't matter what the fuck they do, but because it's a good thesis and good narrative, and people are going to buy it due to Coinbase, it doesn't fucking matter. Price is going to go up. And a lot of these bets or plays that we're getting into using this method is a leveraged bet on a bigger ecosystem. So for example, Toshi, if we actually zoom out, this is a leveraged bet on base chain, which is a leveraged bet on Coinbase, right? Does that make sense to you guys a little bit? And then when as well. So this was meme coin of the Jupiter exchange. Again, it's a leveraged bet on the Jupiter exchange, which was a new exchange at the time. Team is already verified. Doc's team thought the meme was cute. People like cats. I mean, fucking, it's not rocket science, dude. It's fucking retarded, bro. Holy shit. Airdrop tokens. I waited for 70% retrace. Got in that bitch. So Toshi, I bought 30K. Actually a little bit more, but from the challenge account, 30K. Sold for a little over 200K total profits. 800K would have been if I had waited 3 more days, but I was an idiot. It happens. When I bought 20K, it was 180 at peak. I round tripped that bitch. Again, pretty stupid of me. I know, I'm giving you guys a presentation on what to do and what not to do, and I'm doing the exact opposite. But my reasoning for why I round tripped was I knew that the likelihood of me round tripping was high, but I was thinking in the 5% chance that this goes to millions, I'm not missing out. I'd rather round trip than have it go to millions and miss out. So it is what it is. In around 16 months, I managed to turn 6K starting capital into over 220K realized profits, all documented. And it was really 2 trades. So because the last one I round tripped didn't make anything. So it was pretty much almost 6K to $1 million in 2 trades in 15 months, bro. This is why I say you can't do this in any other field, bro. It's not possible. Okay, we're gonna get into some other important shit here as well. So 4-year cycle, right? I don't know if you guys have heard about this, but it's essentially a theory that every 4 years there's a new bull market, right? So there's bull market for 3 years, 1 year bear market, bull market, 1 year bear, bull market, like it's done in the past. This is good. Is it reliable? I don't know. Eventually it's not going to do this every single 4 years forever. There's going to be a point where it doesn't do this anymore. We will always have bear markets. Okay. Your best bet is just to look to buy Bitcoin and other coins and good narratives when Bitcoin is down 30-40%. I don't think this will work forever. But 4-year cycle, you can use this to help you as well. Securing crypto, right? This is more for you guys that are buying Bitcoin, DCAing Bitcoin, dollar cost averaging, buying a little bit of Bitcoin every week or every month. Use a Trezor, which is a cold wallet. Okay. Don't keep your crypto on Coinbase. Coinbase is shady. For leverage trading, you guys can use blowfin.com, but we're not going over that in this presentation. Always write down seed phrases on multiple pieces of paper and hide them. A physical safe is your best bet. You should have cold wallets and put that shit in a safe, right? That's such a stupid fucking diagram. I don't know why I did that. Okay, so I got some gems for you guys as well. All right, Hyperliquid. This is a banger coin. I'm in this one pretty heavily. Next bull market, I plan on making millions with this coin. So telling you guys in real time, this is a really good coin, not only for the rest of this bull run, but also next bear market. By the way, in bear markets, shit can go down a lot more than you think. Coins can go down 90% and then go down another 90%. But my long-term target on this is $100. So I think it's 40 now or in the 30s right now. You guys can buy, I would wait till $25 if we get, and just layer bids down 25, 20, 15, 10, 5, just in case, for some reason we go into World War III, really good project, and just target $100. I think this is fucking free money, dude. So $25 high, you guys can buy that coin. Not financial advice, by the way. This is just what I'm doing personally. Really good project. I like Hyperliquid. Also abstract tokens as well. So I was super early to abstract. I got in these two like really, really early. These are my top 2 picks. These are the top meme coins on abstract. Abstract is a new ecosystem. Again, Luca Netz, who owns Pudgy Penguins, started abstract, and these are the top 2 meme coins. So again, I think they're actually doing an airdrop as well. So I'm planning on abstract airdropping like hundreds of millions of dollars when their abstract token goes live to people on abstract, which means, again, money flow, right? When they airdrop all this money into the abstract ecosystem, where is it going to go? It's going to flow into the shitcoins because people are fucking degens, right? So this is what you want to buy. Actually, I haven't checked these prices in quite a while. So you guys can like start to buy these here if you want. I think it's okay. Just don't look for like 6 to 12 months. Chengu is also don't buy this one. This one's shit. Changed my mind on that one. That's like a gamble coin, but these two are decent. Also, I'm looking into Sui heavy in the next bear market as well. Obviously, we are not in a bear market right now, right? We are in a bull market. A bear market is very like you will know when we're in a bear market. Okay, shit's gonna be fucking down bad. That's how it works. But also, I'm looking into Sui heavy in the next bear market. By the way, like you guys are underestimating how much you can make from a bear market to a bull market. If you have $10,000 in a bear market, you can make $1 million in a bull market from that 10K if you're following the right plays and stuff. So shit is crazy. All right. And you can buy the abstract tokens on this website, abs.xyz. You buy hype on Hyperliquid, app.hyperliquid or something. You need a VPN for that. And Sui, I wouldn't buy here, but I'm looking into that next bear market. Also, not really a stock guy, but I'm big on Robinhood. Bought this in April. Highest conviction stock trade. This is just like every once in a while, there's just a no-brainer fucking play, and that's Robinhood. Really good user interface with tons of users, generating a shit ton of revenue. I mean, like my dad was asking me like what stock to buy a few weeks ago, and I was like, "Where are you buying the stock?" And he's like, "Oh, I use Robinhood." I was like, "Bro, it's fucking like it just confirmed my thesis." So really good UI, tons of users generating revenue. Recently purchased Bitstamp, which is a crypto exchange. When the older generations die, do you think millennials who are going to be inheriting trillions are going to be trading on Schwab? Like Schwab, bro. It's like the most shit UI ever, dude. Like, and I trade on Schwab now, but it's so shit. Robinhood is just, it's got the branding, easy to remember, only getting bigger, only making more money. Some people tried to FUD it and say, back with the Roaring Kitty. What stock was that? GameStop. I think it was GameStop. They halted trading or something. Guys, like you can't beat them, bro. If you can't beat them, you got to join them. Like I'm aware that they've done some fuck shit, but that's just the game, dude. Like you want to make money or not, So Robinhood, buy on 30% retraces. I'm targeting $500. I think Robinhood's a top 5 stock overall in the next 5 to 10 years. I really cannot see a scenario where this stock will not see 5 to 10x higher from its current prices in the next decade. I don't see that as a reality. Okay, taxes and regulation, right? So I don't know shit about taxes, and like I'm honestly in the same situation. Or I'm in a shit situation right now. So I am not a professional tax advisor. Make sure you find someone you trust. Get a tax professional, not a CPA. These are different things, by the way. This is really good advice, by the way, for anything, not just crypto. Like for your businesses and shit, make sure you get a tax professional, not a CPA. You might be thinking, oh, what's the difference? They don't know about tax law, the CPAs. They're just accountants. They just like do some fucking math, dude. And my CPA was so shit, she couldn't even do fucking math, dude. Like make sure you get a dude to do your taxes as well. I hate to be that guy, but like, dude, don't have a woman counting your shit. They're not going to do it right. Just learn from me, okay? We love them, but don't have them do your taxes. It's not a good idea. Also, I'm building an automatic crypto tax software to help you guys with like crypto tax shit. It'll have like IRS ready forms in minutes, that sort of thing. Also, I recommend all of your trading and investing under an LLC. So if your name is Aiden, right, you're gonna do like Aiden Trades LLC. Go to like myllc.com, make an LLC for like $200. Set it up in Florida. No capital gains tax on crypto. Is that true? I think Florida, there are no capital gains tax on crypto. Yeah, so you can do Florida. All computers, tablets, any subscriptions you have. Aiden, I think I spelled your name wrong here. Sorry. Even like Aiden's Inner Circle, right? Like you can write that off if done properly. Like that's what I tell people who like want to join my group. I'm like, yo, you can just join. Like if there's a Discord you want to join, you can write that off under the LLC if it's related. Again, tax professional would know more than me. Obviously, I'm kind of retarded, but I mean, this is what I'd recommend. Bonus tools, resources. Okay, trading view to chart. Okay, so we're gonna check the charts. You can also use Dex Screener for some of those smaller coins, like the abstract coins. You can go to Dex Screener. Bob Lucas on YouTube. This guy is a total G. Don't buy any $1,000 courses. Look up Bob Lucas on YouTube, except for my course. But you can look up this guy on YouTube. Really, really knowledgeable in terms of like market cycles, timing tops and bottoms. This guy is a total fucking G. If you're serious about investing in crypto, investing in Bitcoin, watch this guy's channel. It will save you guys so much fucking money. Oh shit. Okay, Twitter for finding good narratives and ecosystems. Okay, will be tricky. Take a lot of time, or Telegram groups you can do as well for finding narratives. You kind of have to be in the know. Like you got to be surrounded by people in the know. You need a good network to get in some of these low cap plays. Fear and greed index as well is really good. So pretty much all that is a free tool. You can look up fear and greed. This also works for the stock market as well. When people are euphoric, usually time to sell. When there's max pain, panic, like what was like the Terra FUD. Like that was a generational buying opportunity, the Terra FUD. So stupid, bro. I cannot believe people were like freaking out over the tariffs, bro. Like acting like the world was going to end over some fucking tariffs, dude. We got a great buy and people they sold, bro. They panic sold. It is what it is. Also, Aiden, I got to upsell a little bit here. I do have an inner circle as well. It's not like a coaching program, okay? It's all of my personal trades and investments for a lifetime. Okay, it's like a monthly, whatever. If you guys are interested, DM me on my Instagram at the end. If you say you're from Aiden, I will like hook you guys up like big time just because you guys are G's. So summary, right? Bitcoin is an asset designed to go up due to its limited supply, strong utility. Okay. Most of you guys are better off investing in Bitcoin during bear markets for a 5 to 8x gain rather than gambling on shit coins, right? If you aren't chronically online, you won't know what plays to get in. So you should stick to Bitcoin and hype in terms of dollar cost averaging. And also I would get into the abstract coins as well. Abstract coins are higher risk. That's like degen, but like that's the 10 to 50 to 100x potential. So maybe in a year we'll come back and do another one of these and we'll see where those coins are at. In the bear markets using DCA. So dollar cost averaging, I think I touched up on this a little bit, but in terms of investing, you don't want to have like one entry price, right? So let's say like price is down 30%. Maybe if you want to put in, let's say 100K, you put in 30K, right? And then if it goes down more, you put in another 30K. And then if it goes down more, you put in another 30K. So now you have a really good average entry because you're layering your bids as price goes down. And you're getting a really good entry there. So dollar cost averaging is huge. Also, if it fills your first entry and like you don't get filled on your second or third and price goes up, you technically are missing out on those gains that you would have got if price kept going down and filling your entry, but you're making money anyway because price went up from your first entry. So it's kind of like a win-win scenario. Abstract is great. Really good narrative for the next 6 to 12 months. I believe this can mint all of you guys 6 figures or more if you do your due diligence. Not financial advice. I am wrong at times as well, right? Like I'm not a total genius. I get it wrong. But I think Abstract is a great narrative, mainly due to their airdrop, right? Let's say they launch their TGE, which is their main Abstract token, at like a 3 to 4 billion diluted value, which I think is very fair, probably higher than that. Then that would be, let's say they're airdropping 10, 20%. I mean, what's that? $400 million in their tokens to people on Abstract. So if you trade those coins that I showed you guys before, you will also build up points on Abstract and you can get some of that airdrop. How big will the airdrop be? Well, Luca Nets did another airdrop last December and I got airdrop 6 figs from that for free. So if you don't know what an airdrop is, it's like you trade on this platform and they will give you thousands of dollars in the token that you can sell immediately just for using their platform. So this is really good because not only will you guys get allocated to these lower cap meme coins that will probably pump in the future, but also you will get free money from the airdrop itself. So yeah, look into this, look into this a little bit more. And if you guys want to get in contact with me, here's my Instagram, Matt Pease official. Dude, I actually make some banger content on the Instagram, not really trading related, but like I don't know why I'm not famous on there yet, but we're getting there. And then Matt Pease on Discord as well. I'll be in the Discord. So yeah, I think that should be it. If you guys got any questions, let me know. Let me know.
Matt, I definitely have questions, but that was an absolute banger, bro. Absolute banger.
Appreciate
Actually,
it, bro.
the best. It's crazy because I know all the guys that I mean, smaller group, you guys missing that are definitely gonna watch the recording. But bro, like everyone that's here were the people that were meant to be here. But bro, after seeing that, like your brand is freaking Bitcoin in 2010, bro. I don't know why you're
Dude,
100K or popping on YouTube. But
we're getting there. We're getting there.
my question is, so I love the sauce. I'm part of Reese's group, and one of the guys in there, do you know Hades XBT?
Twitter.
Yeah.
Twitter. Sounds familiar. Sounds familiar.
He's always pumping abstract. And so like I've been looking to buy. And so I open Abster and there's like it's like down 30% on the month. So that would be a good time to buy.
I'll tell you when to buy. Hold on.
Okay.
So I would use the DCA approach on Abster as well. What do we have here? Yeah, this is a good price now. I would buy some here at like a 16 mil, and then I'd have some cash allocated if we get like 10 mil. You can. Yeah. Let me share. So this is
sauce, bro. Like actually sauce.
So this is deck screener, right? For those like smaller cap coins.
Right.
So what I would do here if I were you, wait, you guys can see it, right?
Yeah.
Okay, I'd buy right here.
Okay.
Let me go to market cap actually, just to make it like easier. Hold on. So 16 mil, right? I'd buy here. I'd buy some at like 10 mil. And then maybe I'd have a bid, like a stink bid here in the case of like worst case scenario here. But like mainly you want to go in here and here. So let's say you have 10K to invest. Like I'd put, let's say 5K in here and have 5K for here.
Okay. And so it would be the allocation size wouldn't change based on where you're buying in at.
No, same allocation size.
Okay.
So like, okay, let's say you put 5K here and 5K here. Your average entry now is going to be right in the middle, like 13, which is good.
Right. And then it goes,
like, dude, my target is like
100 million market cap.
Dude, my target's like 100 mil, bro. Honestly, on this one.
I don't understand with the hype behind abstract. I don't understand how it wouldn't be. A lot of these coins wouldn't go like. Why would this not be the Pepe of abstract chain? You know.
I mean, so okay, there's a few like downsides to abstract. I think they've made it too much into like a degenerate like gambling chain. Like there's not as much utility. Like there's not as much actual utility projects being built on abstract as there are on like ETH or something. So that's kind of an L. Also, like the meme behind it isn't great. Like the thing about Pepe and like Brett is like those memes have been around for a while. Like that was from like the early 2000s. That catches on. People recognize that. People aren't going to recognize a fucking penguin as much, I don't think. But again, like if there's going to be hundreds of millions of dollars airdropped into the abstract ecosystem, the money has to flow. And again, going back to what I said earlier in this as well, even if it doesn't, right? Even if the money doesn't flow into the meme coins, which it obviously fucking will, it doesn't matter because people think it will. And because people think it will, it will pump price. So it's like the narrative is all that matters in this. You know what I'm saying?
Got it.
So where's the other one as well? I think Newt is good. Dude, Newt is a good buy. I think Newt's a good buy here, honestly, as well.
Because Newt is the narrative behind this would be that Newt is a meme that everyone knows. Like everyone knows Newt.
It's an old meme. Yeah, it's also the first community takeover token, which means like the team launched this token, sold all their bags, and then the community started to run it. So like no one person holds like all the supply, which is good. So I buy here and maybe at like 7 mil or something. Again, these are higher risk as well. Like keep in mind, like these could go to zero. I don't think they will, but like just keep that in mind, you know.
Whereas something like Hyperliquid would be more of a midterm play.
I think Hyperliquid is a very safe bet, especially in this coming bear market. Like if we see hype below $10 ever again, I mean, dude, you put 100K in there, or it could be 10K in there. I think it's gonna be multi six figs in the next 3-4 years. So Hyperliquid,
if you could open Hyperliquid, what would be like right now? It looks obviously a little overpriced relative to what you were saying.
Yeah. Let me see here.
11 bill market cap. Wow.
I mean, like this is a bearish. Like this looks bearish. I mean, it swept the high. I mean, we're probably going to come down at least to like retest these highs. So I mean, like short term, if we get like 10 bill, if we retest these highs here, this would be a good buying opportunity here. For this cycle. Don't go too heavy though.
Right.
This is just in case like we send it this cycle and we go to like 50 billion this cycle, you know, which I don't know if we will. So don't go as heavy in here, but you can buy it here. But really like down here is where you want to be buying it. You know, anywhere around here would be a great fucking entry price.
Right.
You know,
this is something you're super bullish on.
I'm very bullish. So pretty much how Hyperliquid works, it's a trading exchange, but unlike other trading exchanges, 97% of the fees that they make go back into buying this token.
Okay.
So like they rebuy their own token with the fees, and they're making millions a day in fees. So it's like even if people lose money trading on Hype on the exchange, they're making millions off fees, and then it goes back into buying their token.
Very cool.
Which is sick. Yeah. Really cool feature. So that's obviously deflationary and really fucking, good. So
yeah, I like that. I like that a lot. That's my biggest questions. I just wanted to see because I was like pulling up the charts as you were talking about them, and I was just curious.
Yeah.
John, Josh, you guys have questions? I'm sure John does as well.
No, that was fun. And it's kind of cool just to see like the way that you have approached crypto. Because like my brother's a big trader. He's been working Bitcoin for a very long time. But he's always just kind of been, low risk with it. So kind of seeing the way that you can actually, not be incredibly risky, but still, make those investments that aren't super recreational, if you will. So I don't really have any questions, honestly. I was just kind of listening, so I didn't really get to think of any. But no, that was good stuff. I follow you on Instagram, so hopefully I can keep up with whatever you got going on over there.
Appreciate it.
I do have a question. So for me, like this is really great. I appreciate the info. I know nothing at all. So like where can I go to learn basics and all of this?
I mean, just the basics. I mean, like how basic, like I would say like read like the white paper of Bitcoin if we really want to get into it, but like you don't want to do that shit. I just honestly start by opening a crypto.com account. You don't really need to like learn anything. Like I just start by DCAing Bitcoin and Hype, honestly, if you can. Hyperliquid is on you can look up Hyperliquid, buy it on there. You'll need a VPN for that. But I would watch Bob Lucas on YouTube. Completely free to learn a little bit about market cycles. But it's mainly psychology, right? Like it's kind of the same as stocks in terms of like fear versus greed. So you're just playing on people's emotions, right? When people are very scared, that's when you want to be buying. When people are very euphoric, that's when you want to be selling. So I mean, I'm obviously simplifying it, but yeah, those are good resources there.
Cool.
John, I would start by getting your feet wet with literally just a crypto.com account, like buying a little bit of Bitcoin before you dive into like buying it through exchanges, because that'll be a little bit different. Is that fair, Matt, or no?
Yeah, that's fair. Yeah, open a crypto.com account for sure. I wouldn't use Coinbase. Use crypto.com. Yeah, just start by buying a little bit of Bitcoin. But like, here's the thing as well. Like, I know you guys are probably busy with your personal lives and your fitness and your business, but like, take time to learn this stuff, because if this is the future of finance, like you want to know as much as you can. Like you want to learn this shit now while it's still relatively early, and like, because I think Bitcoin's going to $5-10 million a token in our lifetimes, so it's like, dude, if you can just build up to even one Bitcoin over the next few years, I mean, I know it might sound like a lot now, but if you can do that, I mean, you might be set for generations. If the 10% chance that Bitcoin goes to 10 million in our lifetime does play out, which is a big enough chance to where you should be taking this shit serious, so like dedicate time, like learn how this shit works, like try to stay up to date even if you're busy with other shit, because like this is like, money is not fucking real. US dollar is it's gonna go extinct, bro. Like this is it. So that's what I'd say.
Yeah, that's a good word. Very cool. Yeah, you boys have any other questions? I'm buying Abstract and Hyperliquid like over the next few days. Like this is good. This is like,
Yep.
I get autistic about things, and it's like good that I can actually use it to make money, and not just like
Yeah,
waste.
yeah,
It's good.
yeah, exactly.
Just post up on my computer, but yeah, boys, follow Matt on Instagram. Check him out on YouTube. Matt, are you still doing YouTube videos?
Yes, it's under my brand, Easy Trades.
Okay, great.
So yeah, you guys can check it out. I drop sauce on there. So
But yeah, dude, I really appreciate you. I mean, just giving us the time. I know you might have missed the 10x in this hour that you spent with us, but dude, I really
nah,
appreciate
dude,
you.
good.
I really
No,
appreciate
this
you
was fun, bro.
spending the time. Recording's going to go up. I'm sure you're going to have a lot of people hitting you up, especially the guys that couldn't make it that were really interested. I know I'm interested in your trading group, so we'll chat later about it as well. But yeah, dude, I really appreciate the time.
Dude, awesome, bro. Appreciate you, Aiden. You're a fucking G, bro.
You're a G, dog. Freaking.
All right, I'll catch you guys. You appreciate Jonathan, Joshua. Thanks for the time,
Yeah,
guys.
yeah. Thank you, brother. Have a good one,
All right.
bro.
All right, dude.
Yeah, you guys
Yep.
take it easy.